Greetings and salutations, how's everybody doing? So, we're back to talking about things from our childhood, or, things we remember growing up. In this case, we're looking at Legends of the Hidden Temple.
Legends of the Hidden Temple. With your guide, Kirk Fogg. And here he is now.
All right! And this was a action-adventure game show that, ran from 1993 to 1995. From 1993 to 1995, on Nickelodeon. The program features a fictitious temple filled with lost treasures protected by the mysterious Mayan temple guards. The show was hosted by Kirk Fogel, while Dee Baker is both announcer and voice of the Stonehead Olmec.
And when that audition came along, they wanted something big and authoritative, and so that's what I went with, was Legends of the Hidden Temple. A big sound like that. Lots of chest voice in that.
Halfway there, a sudden sandstorm came up, and they lost their way. When the dust settled, they were face to face with enemy troops.
Who knows the secrets behind each of the treasures in his temple. So, what made this show, rather interesting, thing when, I don't really remember if I had the, if I really watched the show growing up. Because, growing up, you watch so much things as kids, sometimes they research, go back to your, head, that sometimes you don't always remember, did I remember this? Or something like that. So, but after, watching a few episodes, I realized, oh, this looks like it would have been fun to be involved in, or get the chance to be in. So what it was basically you had six teams, like say the red barracudas, the red jaguars, blue barracudas, green monkeys, orange iguanas, purple parrots, and silver snakes. So at the beginning of it, say there would be an objective, like getting across the moat.
Who's it gonna be? I like the way they're pulling. It looks like a dead heat. Who's out of the water first? Who is out of the water first? It's a dead heat. Oh, it's gonna be a great match. There go the inner tubes. If you gotta throw those inner tubes back.
And then in a way, say, okay, the way they would each try to say, okay, how do we determine, since you have six groups, what you would have to do is make sure you have at least being able to say, okay, you need to at least be able to answer, say, a few questions quickly and a quiz round based on your knowledge of specific topics they talking about. And actually, the way I thought was pretty cool is in that when Olmec, basically, he will, say, here's today's topic, because each episode might have, say, one episode was about Mayan history, one episode was about, say, the Old West, and all that. And, say, one of them, say, okay, so, and today we're talking about, say, the Old West. What were, say, these specific cowboys, and, where...
Next question.
Hudson was searching for a northwest passage.
Red Jaguar.
The upside down, compass.
That is not one of our three choices. The three choices are a northwest passage across North America, the Fountain of Youth, or Atlantis.
Purple Parrot.
The northwest passage.
That is correct.
Yes, there you go.
Where are they located and all that. And yeah, basically it would go down to be able to only have two teams that would, be able to go down to. And at the end of it, they are going into certain challenges, and if they're able to, win, it would only lead to one team going into the temple run. And yeah, I can really honestly see how this would have been fun. Growing up, I had done scouting. I eventually made Eagle and all that. I thought this was pretty cool. And, in a way, basically what this show probably did was, in a way, got kids active it probably helped in, you know, like say you really don't know all these other kids, so in a way it would like help, you know, build teamwork. And yeah, I thought like, you know, like say this would be like say like the kid version of say Gladiator or something like that, but with kids and on like the set of Indiana Jones or something like that.
She goes for the definitive spare. No problem. Right through there, heading for the throne room. Oh, she sits down. Oh, she hit a temple guard, but she's got an extra life, so she gets to go on. So now she's got to find another entrance. The door's open somewhere. You sit. Want to go up. She's getting rooted on by her partner. There she goes into the center of the room, the heart room, the center of the temple.
It was really intriguing. I like how like the set was pretty cool. Like, you know, like how it looked like something from Indiana Jones or something like that. There was like, say, at times it would change up. Like sometimes, you know, you'd have to go up, like say, like almost like a sliding thing in a way. All the ideas, like, you know, the type of challenges they were doing, pretty cool. And yeah, I feel like this would have been something that would have been, you know, rather fun to have had the opportunity to do. The show had been filmed, like at, you know, I think it was at Nickelodeon Studios, at Universal. The majority of the contestants were picked from the surrounding Orlando, Florida area, apparently. So that's pretty cool. And a revival of it with adult contestants aired for a single season from October 2021 to January 2022 on the CW. And yeah, the show, the original show, it ran for 3 seasons. And yeah, I kind of think that Kirk Fogg, I think the way he would was doing some research for this. I like how he described the, process, like, okay, this is how we'd film, the entire show.
So, but we did 5 shows a day. So we would do the whole moat crossing. So we'd do all the moat crossings at once. Then we would switch and we'd do all the steps of knowledge second. Then we'd switch out and then we'd do all the temple games. And then we'd switch out, and about hour 14, we'd bring out the final contestants to run the temple. So it was really extremely difficult for these kids because they had had pizza, they're all completely delirious, and now they have to figure out how to get through this intensely confusing temple.
It was pretty cool. Say, okay, so this is how many ones you'll be filming a day, because it seems like this will be a fairly, busy filming schedule, because episodes are barely even 30 minutes long, because they would go here, okay, now we finished this one, now, okay, everyone's already at this sequence and all that of, the next challenge. But I thought this was pretty cool. See you later.